Moving on now, as countries across the globe are recovering from the brutal second wave of coronavirus, the United States has decided to lift its most stringent restrictions that were imposed early last year. The US has reopened its borders to fully vaccinated travelers from 33 countries. This new rule includes India, UK, Brazil, South Africa and even China. The list includes travelers from all Schengen countries and 26 European nations bloc. But there are strict guidelines for travelers coming from these countries. All foreign national air travelers will have to be fully vaccinated to enter the United States. They will also have to take a negative COVID report within 72 hours before departure. Children aged 18 or lower and people with medical issues will be exempt from this rule. And those who have less than 10% vaccination rate in their home countries will also be spared from this rule. But everyone eligible for these exemptions will have to provide proof of a negative COVID test within 1 day before their flight's departure. This also implies for US nationals living in other countries. However, non-vaccinated citizens will need to be vaccinated within 60 days after arriving in the United States. These changes are going to come into effect from 8th of November. State Department spokesperson Ned Price says that the new guidelines puts health first. Let's listen in.
This policy puts public health first. It is consistent and stringent, protecting U.S. citizens and residents as well as those who come to visit us. Because it puts public health first, exceptions to this policy will be extremely limited. Primarily, children under the age of 18 and certain individuals from countries where vaccines are not yet readily accessible.
Now, the big question is, which vaccine will the United States accept? The Center for Disease Control and Prevention has said that all vaccines authorized by US regulators or the World Health Organization will be accepted, but this leaves out Russia's Sputnik vaccine, which has been extensively used by Latin American countries. The Biden administration has said that it is reviewing the data on vaccines' performance, but there hasn't been any decision on the same just yet. The current rules bar entry of most non-US citizens, most who visited the UK, China, India, South Africa, Iran, Brazil or other European countries within the last 14 days are denied entry to the United States. The United States has lagged behind many other countries in removing its travel restrictions, prompting friction within a number of its allies. So the latest move is being viewed as a huge step towards the path of normalization. But officials are of course concerned about notifying the travelers about the new rules because 2 weeks doesn't seem enough for it, which is why US officials are set to work jointly with international airlines. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.